I think one of the things people love in fantasy is the same thing they love about going on holiday. It is the chance to leave the world you're in, to leave the thing that you do every day, to go somewhere else, to get a different perspective, get a different point of view, possibly get a suntan and lie on the beach, and then to return to your life renewed and refreshed and seeing it differently.
Och Neil Gaiman själv har märkt av fantasy-trenden. Filmbolagen tävlar om att få samarbeta med den kultförklarade författaren. Why do birds suddenly appear? 2005 kom den Alice i Underlandet inspirerade Mirror Mask. Senare i höst kommer Beowulf och nu är det alltså dags för Stardust, en film som Gaiman själv inte vill beskriva som fantasy.
I don't think of Stardust as one of the big fantasy films. You know, people point to things like Lord of the Rings or whatever. What I think of Stardust as is a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale for adults, and it's the kind of fairy tale that makes you feel good and makes you, as an adult, feel like you're being given something very real and very cool. But I think it is a fairy tale. Some of the characters are exactly what I imagined when I wrote the book. It's magical and it's strange and it's like watching something from your head coming to life. Claire Danes is very, very close in my head to the star and kind of looks like her and is her in many ways. On the other hand, I never imagined the witch as being Michelle Pfeiffer. You know, in my head she was dark-haired and striking and stuff like that. But having seen Michelle, it's like, yes, it's wonderful. It's not the vision that I had, but it's every bit as wonderful as the vision I had.
Idag bygger fantasygenren onekligen mycket på dataanimation och det är ju det som har gjort att många av de nya filmerna är möjliga att göra. Men vad gäller Stardust så menar Neil Gaiman att det inte är så mycket dataanimation som man kan tro.
What's really interesting with Stardust is that it has so much less CGI than people think it does. Because when we filmed it, Matthew is a very old-fashioned filmmaker, and he did his very best to make as much as possible happen in the camera.
Brilliant. I think it's still crackling, very much alive, still tray fresh. So, name your best price.
For 10,000 bolts.
10,000 bolts of finest quality, grade A.
Best price, 150 guineas.
Gentlemen, put the merchandise back on board and prepare to sail.
Always
a pleasure.
Hold on. 1 minute. Hold on, Cuddles. 160.
Seeing as I'm feeling particularly generous today, I'll settle for 200.
200? Okay. You're having a laugh. Have you had your head in that? Has he been saying that where the air's too thin?
You're being very rude.
Not anymore.
200.
180.
200.
That's not negotiation. I'm changing my number. 185.
Did I hear 200?
From you did, yeah.
Sounds of silence.
I inherited what? Come on, say something. It's a castle. I knew I had relatives in Sweden, but I didn't even know this, Annie... Annie Holst.
When Peter Mitchell became the owner of a European estate, he thought Sarah and her 12-year-old son would love it. But someone from the other side was calling for the young boy.
Is this your friend, Bill?
On the other side of the old bridge, restless souls of orphans were crying for his help.
My son has horrible nightmares. He has some fantasy friend named Bill. Who the hell's Bill?
Dennis has been listening to Thomas's stories.
But Dennis knew the orphans were real because he could hear them.
Dennis is deaf.
Through the sounds of silence.
Yes, I know! Do you think I feel good about it? Do you think I did it on purpose?
But evil minds wished the sounds of silence not to be heard. Cobra Productions brings you the story of a boy who makes friends with children from the other side of the grave. Starring Peter Nelson, Kristen Jensen, Troy Donahue, and Dennis Castillo. Sounds of silence. Pray it's not calling for you.